Behind me is one of the most talked about trucks of the new year, and in just a little while, it makes its TMB debut on ActionTracks. Next. Welcome, Monster Truck fans, to Highland Heights, Kentucky. We're at the Bank of Kentucky Center outside of Cincinnati, Ohio. Now, this is the second visit in a row to the Cincinnati area on ActionTracks. But today we're going to feature Monster Nationals action, and this is different from some of the previous action we've seen, as this event will feature a dirtless show, concrete floor, no dirt hills. We'll run 3 events: racing, freestyle, and a combination wheelie and donut competition. Behind me you see one of the most talked about trucks of the new year, Chalkboard Chuck. We've also got the Star Marshal here, the Galaxy Defender from another planet, and both trucks have been a huge hit in the pit party with all the kids. The kids were lined up all the way around the arena. We've got a great event lined up for you. So before we get into any action, let's meet the field of trucks. Well, first up, we've got newcomer Jeff Hatton in Chalkboard Chuck. He'll be followed up by Dave Radzierez in Star Marshal. Then we've got Rick Long driving the Snake Bite. And Bobby Holman will be driving his Lucas Oil Stabilizer. We're going to move right into Wheelies and Donuts. This will be a combination contest. The judging will be based on both sides of the event. 2 hits in Wheelies and Donuts.
First, it's a little nerve-wracking. My first set of cars, I pulled up to it. I started shaking. Said, I'm committed to it now, so might as well go for it. So I hit it, and after that, now I'm hooked on it. It's an adrenaline rush. I love it.
There you heard from Jeff Hatton, brand new driver in Chalkboard Chuck. First time in the truck last weekend, and clearly he picked up some experience there, because nice wheelie to start the show off in the Chalkboard Chuck truck. There you see our hazard pay cam, a good side shot of the wheelie competition. Hatton lining the truck back up, really taking some time to get acquainted with the truck. There's a lot to learn, and he'll be the first to acknowledge that. Another good, didn't quite make it up the hill. A good wheelie, but just couldn't get over the lip of the car there. Back up, and maybe he'll try it again. I think he's going to go for it again, see if he can redeem himself just a little bit. Jeff Hatton with 3 good wheelies so far in the wheelie and donut competition. So showing some promise in his second weekend out in the Chalkboard truck. Heading around into the donut area, and he's going to see if he can whip it into a great donut to complete this trifecta of maneuvers here. Having a little problem. Not getting the grip he needs there. There the tail comes around and whips into some good donuts. Nice donut for Jeff Hatton. Chalkboard Chuck setting the tone for the wheelie and donut competition.
The first show that I'm running the truck at. I was supposed to be in Chalkboard Chuck. A couple things got changed up. Now I'm in Star Marshal, and so far it's been working really good. We did a show with it in West Virginia 2 weeks ago, and the truck ran phenomenal. It's all brand new truck, and it's working awesome.
You just heard Dave Radzierez's first impressions of stepping out of the Air Dog diesel monster truck and into the alcohol-injected Star Marshal monster truck, a brand new rig on the Monster Nationals tour. Dave is getting acquainted with a whole new style of truck. His old truck, Air Dog, is a coilover truck running a diesel engine. Star Marshal is a brand new Patrick chassis with nitrogen shock and an alcohol-injected 540 cubic inch Prowler engine. Dramatically different trucks, and Dave's got a learning curve on this that he's going to have to overcome. But a great donut right there, you saw it. No learning curve there. Coming out next is going to be Rick Long in the Snakebite. We don't get many opportunities to see the Snakebite body run out of the Bigfoot organization, but this weekend, Rick Long sporting the Snakebite body on Bigfoot 15. The Snakebite body redesigned a few years ago. A great new look, keeping that look fresh. Always great to see the snake out slithering through the field. Saw Rick Long taking on some wheelies there, now trying to whip it into a donut. Having some issues, it looks like. I think Rick has some problems getting the truck to really break loose. There you see him two-wheeling. I think he's gonna have to park it for the night. He's gonna give up on the donut competition. I think that's gonna cost him overall in this combination contest. Bobby Holman coming out last. Gonna see if he can show these boys what's up in Highland Heights. Good start with a good wheelie. By far the most experience on the Monster Nationals Tour this year. Bobby Holman, 27 years of experience. As soon as this guy could buy a truck, he bought it and started putting big wheels, big tires, big axles, just supersizing his truck back in the early 80s. A great walking wheelie all the way across the floor here of the Bank of Kentucky Center, stopping it within inches of the set of cars. Precise driving Bobby Holman, saluting the crowd. Jeff Hatton had some great performances there in the Wheelie and Donut competition, but I think the crowd's going to speak their mind. And yes, indeed, Bobby Holman in the Lucas Oil Stabilizer is going to take the Donut and Wheelie competition victory at the Bank of Kentucky Center here on Friday night. Moving straight into side-by-side action, we're going racing. Here you see our first round bracket in Highland Heights. Lucas Oil Stabilizer will take on Chalkboard Chuck. Star Marshal will take on Snakebite, and the winner of each race will go on to the finals. Bringing the Star Marshal and Snakebite out first. The Star Marshal truck, a brand new truck for this year. Like I said, only the second time out. The truck seems to be a real hit with all the fans in the pit party. It's been a highly talked about truck. Some people love it, some people hate it. And at the show, it's clear that all the fans love it. In the opposite lane, you see Snakebite making one of its rare appearances. And the snake sinks its teeth in right on the starting line. Just drilled Dave Radzierez and Star Marshal on the tree. Lucas Oil Stabilizer versus Chalkboard Chuck. Chalkboard, another one of those trucks that's been a big hit. One of the Monster Nationals design trucks. An interactive truck for the new year. And making its TMB debut, employee versus boss, Holman versus Hatton on the line, waiting for green. Is that ready to go? We're going green, and Bobby Holman just destroyed his employee. Chalkboard Chuck didn't have a chance there. Bobby Holman all over it. Jeff's still got some learning to do in the Chalkboard truck. Another great feature of the Monster National Show, we had Tim Dyson FMX. These guys come out during intermission and put on a show. Some great indoor FMX action. Tight confines, working their way out into the tunnel at the end of the run. But putting on a great show. No matter how many times I see these guys, they never cease to amaze me. Trying to learn some of the maneuvers that these guys are performing. There you see a dead body. A double grab heart attack, I believe. A super can right there. Tsunami. Single grab Indian air. Just a great sight in person. There you had a kiss of death. Tim Dyson with the rock solid. All of this building up to one spectacular maneuver that the crowd always looks forward to. a super can, a tail whip. We're building up for a backflip. Tim Dyson coming out, setting up. Oh, faking the crowd out. He wants to hear the crowd applause. He wants to know that they want to see this thing. This is not an easy trick. I know there are a lot of action sports right now that are really making this trick look very easy, and it's still not an easy trick to perform. But Tim Dyson, flawless. Still impressive to see in person, the backflip. Tim Dyson FMX, always a great show. But it is final time in Highland Heights, Kentucky at the Bank of Kentucky Center. The two trucks that you can almost expect to be in the finals are here. Rick Long normally piloting Bigfoot 15, Bobby Holman in the Lucas Oil Stabilizer. Both trucks staging up, getting ready to go green. There you see the cue, waiting for green. Holman left on him. I think we're going to check the ActionTrack backtrack. Oh, but the snake got him at the line. Rick Long, your racing winner in Highland Heights, coming back around. Going to perform a little victory celebration here. Make a couple hits on the card. A great race in the finals. Rick Long had to be a favorite for the racing competition. Bringing out the snake, sinking his fangs into the Lucas Oil Stabilizer in the final, and slithering on to victory. Rick Long skids it to a stop, squealing the tires. He's going to climb out and salute the crowd here at Highland Heights. Rick Long, Snakebite, your champion Friday night in Highland Heights, Kentucky in the racing competition. When we come back, freestyle action from Highland Heights.